think which one must put before you: who owns the natural resources? By natural resources, we mean land, air, ocean, forest, mines, everything which has been created naturally, not by the labor of others. And in the religious books, you will find that it is the creation of God. But the question remains still there: who is the legal or fair or just owner of those resources? Two answers are possible. One may say that the people habitating that area owns that resource. In that sense, the owner of the planet is the mankind, because mankind lives in it. Or you may answer it in this way, that it is privately owned. And under private ownership, you can have three types of ownership. One is single individual owner, another is a multinational corporation or a group owning it, or a state. Now, if it is owned by the state, it is not necessarily owned by the people, because the state may not represent the people. In an undemocratic society, in a society where military government is there, where the capitalist has elected their own government, then state ownership will mean ownership of non-people. So the basic question, before we go into the question of exploitation of natural resources, should be asked whether it is owned by the minority or by the majority people. If it is owned by the majority people, then there is one set of consequences. If it is owned by minority of the people, including the state, which is owned by the vested interest, then consequences will be different. For example, in case of capitalist system, whether it is MNC owned, whether it is owned by the state, capitalist state, or whether it is owned by an individual capitalist, the resource will be used in a manner which maximizes their profit. And if it is owned by the people, then people will look after the interests of themselves collectively and also for future people. So there are two ways of exploiting natural resources. One is predatory manner, to kill the golden egg laying goose. Exploiting nature gives us everything, but we can use it in a manner so that with our greed, with our predatory use of nature, we can kill the nature, and then the posterity, the future generation will suffer. So even people should be aware that if we have something by nature, which gives us nature has given us, we must use it in a manner so that we can have fruits from it, and also our future generations can continue to have fruits from it. That's why the UNO in the Sustainable Development Goal has accepted the general principle that nature should be exploited in a sustainable manner. In a sustainable manner, if you use it, then what is the criteria? The criteria is people want electricity, people want rice, people want many other things. In Bangladesh, I give a single example and come to the point. Once upon a time, in a northern district of Bangladesh, there was a coal mine under the land, but the land was fertile, and the peasants were cultivating there many kinds of crops. The Asian Energy Company, one of the multinational company, decided to capture that mine. And with the help of the Deegan government, they went there to dig a mine there. And people stood against it. People stood against it, why? Because people says that if this is taken away from mine, then our livelihood will be at stake. We can't produce any crop and we will be in danger. So they fought for it, and at that time, one vested interest was in the government, another section of the bourgeois party was outside the government. That party supported us, and we raised a movement, and even with bows and arrows and stones and sticks, thousands of people gathered there because this was a question of their livelihood. So we won it. We won it with the strength of the people, and we call it, it is known as full-bodied coal mine movement, and one or two persons had to die, but we could protect that mine from the Asian Energy Company. But what is happening now in the case of sundarban? This is a Bengali word. The literal meaning is beautiful forest. We have a beautiful forest, largest mangrove in the whole world, and the UNO has accepted it as a heritage site, and it is situated in the southern part of Bengal, near the sea. Now, Indian government and Bangladesh government has together decided to build a electricity plant based on using coal energy use. But today in the whole world, you know that it is accepted that the long-term solution to the energy problem or electricity production problem is the use of renewable energy. You can use sun, you can use wind, you can use water, and this energy will never be finished. But if you use fossil fuel like coal, then there will be large problem of environment, and that is going to occur there. It is not yet completely built, but they are trying to build it, and in the process, UNO, in their last meeting, UNO said that you cannot build it unless you carry out an EIS. EIS means Environmental Impact Study. So for Rampal thermal coal-based electricity plant, the current stand of the whole world is that you must carry out an environmental impact study first by a neutral authority and then decide whether you can go to build it. So this was the issue, and we, some people of the movements, are still having that movement, and we are saying that Sundarban, the beautiful forest, is like our mother. Why it is like our mother? Because in the southern part, often there is tidal bore and cyclones, and Sundarban protects it. The large forest can protect the damage of the wind and the tidal bore. So it is like our mother. So it is a struggle for protecting our mother, and we hope we shall win it. With these few words, I finish here.
Thank you very much.